don't fucking know what the hell they're doing. I don't think they're gonna do it, but they say they are. I have to let the paint guys know in advance so that they don't expect to see my system.
I would say that this might be your best bet over here, and maybe 1-0 on that side. Right. So on top of that, you have a full space here. There's a bedroom, there's bathrooms. Okay. Yeah. So when your parents come to visit. Yeah. All right, let's head upstairs. All right, let's go. This house has 4 bedrooms. 3 for the girls, and they also get their own bathroom. 2 sinks.
Oh, that's great.
3 girls and me. Over here, for you, this is the master.
Okay. Nice. I like the view. I think it looks nice across the street.
Check out the bathroom. It's the same sink, it's just this is kind of it is kind of small. This might have been the original layout, or they've done an original renovation and decided they just want to make it bigger. I personally would have done a bigger bathroom than the master suite because there's no bigger. That's what we are.
I cannot enter.
It's a house smart you could use. It says 4 upstairs, 1 on the main, especially if it's got a bathroom.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
We have to have a room and a half on the first floor so we could have the well, Charlie could be in your room until she's a little bit bigger and then can come down by herself.
Yeah.
What you want is not realistic. I don't know for sure. So either we can stretch out to some other area, that'll get us more bang for our buck. The only other option you guys have to discuss is you want to go up. Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan. Oh, hey, guys. I wanted to give you an update on the whole fee situation. Spoke with the engineer. It turns out that he had over-engineered everything there because he had not seen inside the joist cavity. So we can actually reduce it down to 6 inches. We can fit it in that pocket, and it is not going to cost us any more money, which I need to surprise.
Trash. I'm gonna tease Adam. I found $100 from the fucking home. See what he says.
That's good.
So you spent like $30. How much total did you spend?
31 and 19.
It's not bad. But you got cigarettes, you got your orange juice, got him some stuff, and we got food.
Absolutely. I kind of want to eat more, but I kind of don't.
We got food. We got food, alright. Yeah, I was thinking of supper too tonight. I'm thinking, what the hell can we do? Because I want to be in the house. We don't want to be out because of the shows. I guess Criminal Minds will be back on the end of the year to the sometime in 2020. 10 episodes and that's it.
I know.
But it won't be until and it'll be on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock at night, which is usually they usually do the 8 to 9, but now they do the 9 to 10. Space it up on that app. Nicely, right? So, Tiki hurt your paw. She took that paw. Your mommy kiss it. That mama kiss her paws. I'm dead here. Go get treat. Now, Tiki, you owe me a treat now. Damn it, you owe my paw. He picked his paw up and told me you hurt him. He came walking up with this one up, Katie. His left. What did she do to my baby out there?
But he didn't go out with you.
We hurt him anyways. He said, remember, you did it.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Break it apart for like,
Yes, my boy, you feel better now. Tell Kiki to hurt your paw. Show her which one.
Which paw? That paw? Okay, stepped on the cat, but tripped me over.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Oh, okay.
It's locked.
If you say so.
No, but fucking wider my foot just driving me nuts. It's got that where it's just so bad but it won't go away.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement. It's locked, all right.
That lady, she can't even have Dr. Spouse. Can't do the pain pump until the lung magnet from my back is completely and it's stacking. Back coming down. April 9th was the last surgery he done for me. I went in 2 weeks later, and it was already so infected that all he did was touch the bottom, and it popped. Stopped. And so he took me back in the hospital, did the surgery, and removed the button, left it wide open. I said, then he put the pain pump. I said, so I had to live with that pain pump for the last month, and now we're doing it, with the silver. She took a piece, he had it.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
She didn't bring up anything about smoking, yes or no to smoking. She didn't say shit about it. She said, Canoe. I told her, I said, people have been telling bringing out to and I can believe only because he gave me these bags of medication in 1999, and that's the Vicodin. I said, he had me on Lyrica in the very beginning on low dose, and finally got it up to 200 when Dr. Boyle made him do it. I said that does work with my leg, but there is times that it just is kicking my ass.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. It's locked. Mr. Connor's injuries don't matter. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean. The chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Spencer's mom's gonna come back.
Uh-huh.
At least one. It's still unclear whether Aaron is coming back, Derek, or Jason will be involved. They're not saying some of it. They're not giving you any fucking There's the first episode is gonna be a time jump from the last season so many months ahead. And it's gonna pretty much give you a couple answers you want to know on, what's going on with everybody.
That's all I'm curious to know, especially with Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Garcia gonna go? I got the feeling that I know fucking Spencer's gonna become that teacher. He likes teaching.
Mom will be back. And they see a happy ending in store for Reed, which includes his mother. There's not.
He's got a girlfriend. So.
I know, but it's not giving us anything. That is not fucking fair.
Is mind you know, Morgan. Jason, isn't that the dude that was killed?
No, none of them are ones they were talking about being killed. It's just saying they don't know for some of the characters if they're going to come back or not, which means they're not going to tell you, which is fucking bullshit.
Well, the one dude, they were talking about the one guy, he's was under the witness protection plan.
Yeah.
With the son. That's the one they're talking about there. I can't remember what he said it was.
You're not supposed to be there when Jonathan's not there. You're grounded. This is good, because then it's a bigger surprise when you see that. I know this is a little further out. Does this feel too far out?
Just saying you have to wait till January.
Yeah, no.
It's just that on the other side of those houses, you have horses and fields. Yeah, I'm not negative, man. That sounds really peaceful. Let's go inside. Let's do it.
It's locked.
It's pretty much just saying that 10 episodes gave the writer just enough to explain where everyone went. CBS has yet to announce the official premiere date.
Yeah, no. I won't get that until this report starts.
Nice.
This report starts.
Okay, David Rossi, Spencer Reed, Emily, Penelope, and the rest of the crew, as well as a few other familiar faces.
Another what?
Familiar faces.
I cannot enter.
Probably going to be at 100 organ transplant.
This is a big upper level. You have 4 bedrooms. So it's getting real fast, right?
Okay, I'm so confused. Where the hell do you want me to exactly go?
I'm trying to take my wife and back on the right.
The show also announced Hallmark star Rachel Lee Cook will appear as Reed's love interest.
It's locked, all right.
Rachel Lee Cook? They're just saying it's uncertain if the other 3 are going to be back.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
The highway is right there.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
I guess David Rossi's in for trouble. He will be up against another formidable villain, and will be concluded in the 10 episodes.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever.
Please tell me
Even
they're
the
not
Black
gonna kill
Plague
Rossi
didn't
off.
kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
And a blankie, and a Criminal Minds puzzle book.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brennanbi.
That was all they said at the end was real left to everybody.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
We didn't say anything about it.
Why is
Oh my God, I
Milton
know,
grumpy
I know.
on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. It's locked, all right.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
I will not let you down, Mike.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
It's locked.
That's Pembroke nowadays.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
I required discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.